Jojo get the award for Best Player of the Year. I see you got a smile on your face already. Just,
all right.
How cool is it to see him get that, and how did he earn that this year?
I mean, it's very cool. I mean, all the guys and all the awards they got, I mean, that's what we worked for in the summer. And I know Jojo definitely worked on it, and that was his goal. I know his freshman year, we was talking about that before he got hurt. That's what he was wanting and aiming for, just to even get, like, our defensive team. You know, that's what he wanted. But see him get it this year, I mean, that's great. We know he deserves it. I know we see what he do every day in practice and in the game, so he definitely deserves it.
Did you spend a lot of time with him when y'all were rehabbing? I mean, I know you crossed paths, but you were a few months ahead. But when his season was over, did y'all talk? Get into the whole, hey man, our season's over and sort of.
Yeah, we definitely did. We had to rehab together. So, like you said, I was a couple months before, but I think when we started rehab, we was kind of in the same place, really. So I kind of started walking around the time he started walking too, and so that was a good thing about it. We just encouraged each other. Every time on the sidelines, we was messing with each other. But I definitely spent time with him, even before the injury, a lot of time with him and still do. So, I mean, yeah.
So a year later, though, to see you back on the court and getting, good minutes and see him win that kind of ball, does that sort of take you back a little bit to what y'all went through to sort of to get back here and to have things work out?
Yeah, I mean, we really don't try to think about it too much. Most of the time I try to forget about it, but I mean, it was definitely something we sometimes speak about the memories we did or just what we saw when we was together. But we really try not to talk about it too much unless it's just something like hurting or is bothering us. But we really don't bring it up too many times. We just try to think about what's in front of us. So.
With this, possibly 3 games in 3 days with the Achilles and everything, do you have to approach it any differently? How do you and John sort of look at that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these past few games have kind of been bothering me a little bit more. I know I had to sit out the last one because of it. So I mean, it's definitely something I got to think about and some approach I got to do. I know I've never been through it before, so it's something that I'm trying to consider and. Like now, trying to just get rehab and treatment before we even take off Tuesday. So, I mean, it's something I'm thinking about for sure.
If there's one game that speaks to Jojo as Defensive Player of the Year in conference, what do you remember about that one and which one would it be?
I think one game, man, he had a lot. Trying to think of the game, he had all them blocks. I don't.
Oh, even as you filter through them, what stands out when you think about those games where you felt like you walked away thinking he was dominant today?
Oh, like man, there was one game I think he every off-ball defense block he had, it was crazy. Like he was getting his hand on almost all the passes. We like to do our little pick and roll defense. He was getting his hands on steals, even just tipping them. I think he had like 12 tips one game because we keep up with like the tips and deflections. I think he had like 12 deflections one game and like 4 blocks. And we was in the film like, man, what? Like, that's crazy. I mean, that's something I never seen before. He just seems to find a way to get his hands on a lot of defensive balls, and it's crazy to see for sure.
Do you think because Coach places such a premium on defense that type of award means a little bit more? I mean, not saying that the other ones don't, but I mean, this is a defense award, and that's what Houston's.
Right. Well, that's what we're about. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think this is the second one in 2 years, right? I mean, so yeah, every year we try to focus on that. Our main goal is defense, and we always, every year, probably have one of the best defensive players on our team. So, I mean, we know somebody on the team is going to get it. And a dominant player like Jojo on defense, he definitely deserves it, like I said. And, I mean, it's great to see him get that award, so.
Terrance, what has Coach's message been right now that you guys are preparing to head into the Big 12 tournament and obviously the big tournament not too far?
I mean, just focus on what's in front of us. I mean, not to think too far ahead. I mean, everybody keeps saying we got 3 games, but like he said, we got 1. I mean, nothing is guaranteed, so we just got to focus on what's in front of us and just attack that game like that's our last game. So.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Chris.
Is your foot feeling better since Saturday? I mean, have you noticed a difference? Or?
I mean, not really. I mean, I'm starting to move around a little bit better. It's definitely sore, but I mean, I know it's going to get better. Just take a couple days, maybe. Hopefully, but I plan not to miss any games, so I got to do whatever I got to do. I've been here all day rehabbing, just trying to take care of it. So yeah.
What did you feel that moment? Was it just something you moved, or did somebody bump into it? Or?
Yeah, me and Jojo. I kind of rolled my ankle, and Jojo kind of kicked it right where I had surgery at. So it was just something, It was very, very painful. I'm not gonna lie. I had to. I came back in for a little bit, and after that, I told Coach Kellen that like my movement is kind of, limited right now. So he just set me down, and we just been attacking it these past few days, trying to get back good. So yeah.
Terrance, what's this time of year like for a player? You know, getting ready for the tournament, winding up the regular season.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing like it. I mean, everybody's goal is to play in March Madness. I say this all the time. That's like the best feeling, to be able to go out there on the court, see March Madness all over the place, on the seeds, on the court, and different things like that. So, I mean, it's an important time for players, especially in this program, knowing that almost every year we get to play in it. So, I mean, it's important for us, and it's exciting for me. It's a memory I'll remember forever. So,
And being a contributor on a team
Right.
that's ranked so high, has
Right.
a lot. What you just have to just go play
yeah,
the way you practice, or
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we attack every game like it's the last game or it's the next game, so we don't look at no games different, but, it's the moment, of course, I like to say, but we treat every game the same, so we just go out there and play how we always play.
Last question.
Having missed, March last year, obviously you were out. Does that make it, mean even more to you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm just excited I can play. Even though I'm kind of going through a little spell right now, I'm just excited I could be out there playing and helping the guys whatever way I can. I mean, if I'm limited, the minutes I get, I'm trying to play my best. So definitely excited that I'm out there playing.